and welcome to the very first episode of The Dog Collective. I'm Liam Chase, and I'm so glad you're here. This podcast is all about dogs, training, rescue, nutrition, behavior, and the amazing community that surrounds them. Whether you're a dog owner thinking about adopting, or you just love hearing about how dogs change lives, this is the place for you. Since this is our very first episode, I thought I'd start by sharing a little about myself and what inspired me to create the Dog Collective. I've been working with dogs for years, through training, running a pet food bank called Paw Prints Pantry, which you may have heard of, helping with rescues and supporting families who just need a helping hand along the way. I've seen so many stories that deserve to be told. About dogs finding homes, about people working to make a difference, and about the challenges and joys of raising healthy, happy pets. This podcast is my way of bringing that all together. Think of it as part education, part storytelling, and part community spotlight. So what can you expect from the Dog Collective? Each week, we'll dive into different topics, from training tips you can use right away to deeper conversations about dog behavior like anxiety and reactivity, to discussions about raw diets and overall canine health. We'll also talk about Rescue World, the ups, the downs, the real stories of the dogs and people involved. And because community is such a big part of what we do, you'll hear about events, fundraisers, and ways you can get involved too. And not just about what we do, about our friends with other organizations as well in the pet world. Eventually, I'll be bringing on guests, trainers, vets, rescue workers, and everyday dog parents, so you get lots of different perspectives. But for today, it's just you and me. At the heart of the Dog Collective is one mission: helping dogs and helping the people who love them. That's why I started Paw Prints Pantry, to make sure families never have to choose between feeding themselves and feeding their pets. And yes, we do cater to more than just dogs. We do cats, dogs, small critters. Very often we have bunny food, guinea pig food, mice, rat, bird, whatever. We are slowly getting some reptile stuff as well for our food bank. So yes, we do cater more than just dogs. We like to help out as much pets as possible. And thanks to your donations, we are able to cater to more than just cats and dogs. This is why I focus on rescue work and on making training affordable and accessible. And it's why this podcast will always keep one paw in the community, because dogs bring us together in a way nothing else can. This first episode is just a warm welcome, but starting next week, we'll dig right in. I'll be sharing practical training advice, real rescue stories, and conversations with people making a difference in the dog world. And here's the thing. I want this podcast to feel like a collective, like the name says. So if you've got questions, stories, or topics you'd love me to cover, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me out at the moment. Reach us at pawprintspantry@gmail.com. Social media, Paw Prints Pantry at anything social media. But I will be making social media for the podcast as well. So thanks so much for tuning in to the very first episode of The Dog Collective. If you've enjoyed today's intro and want to follow along, hit subscribe, whatever you listen to podcasts, and share it with a fellow dog lover. This is just the beginning, so I know we're starting off rough, but I can't wait to grow this community with you. Until next time, give your pup a scratch behind the ears from me, and welcome to the Dog Collective.